Welcome to 5 Pints In, the show where we're literally 5 pints in. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Going for a little Peroni this week.
Yeah, going Italian.
We had a Peroni last week, didn't we?
I don't know. Don't remember last week.
No, I had Boddington's last week.
Heineken we had.
Yeah, you had Heineken. So big game coming up Saturday. I was going to say Saturday morning our time, but Saturday noon, just after noon.
7 a.m.?
7 a.m. Noon.
Noon, yeah.
Noon English time, yeah.
Do the clocks change on the weekend?
Yeah, they might not in England though. It's different.
Is it?
Yeah, I can't remember if it's the same this time or not. But anyway,
And now to your weather forecast.
Did you keep that Disney watch that you got?
What?
The Mickey Mouse watch you used to have.
What? I don't remember. So yeah, big game. City West Ham on Saturday. So I wanted to kick it off at the Etihad. Let's go with some predictions. I'll skip you for now. We'll go with Connor. What do you?
I like to know why we never explain why I'm wearing a City shirt, but we always explain why you're wearing a Chelsea shirt.
You know what's funny? Actually, I put out a clip on Reddit talking about Phil Foden, and someone went, "It was good until the bloke on the right said Reece James was better than João Cancelo," and I realized it must have looked funny. He's wearing a City shirt saying Reece James is better than João Cancelo.
I'd still say that if I was a City fan.
Well, you two have now confused the hell out of me anyway, because every time I look right, you've got a Chelsea shirt, and when I look left, he's wearing a City shirt. I don't know why he doesn't put a West Ham shirt on.
Yeah,
because it's not offensive to him, West Ham, is it? Honestly, I tried to give him an extra small shirt last week.
You should have done it now that they're heading the league.
Yeah, I do have one in there.
Doesn't matter.
Well, next
doesn't
time
matter. Doesn't matter. I'm wearing my Barcelona from my trip.
And they're not doing so well either.
Because I've never finished last. I'm not saying I'm great at the predictions, but I've never finished last. How many have we done now? Researchers.
Probably about 20. I think.
How many?
Yeah, but you finished close to last a bunch of times.
What? You mean second?
Yeah, but some weekends we ran away.
But
You beat me by 1 point this weekend.
What? So if Chelsea win 1-0, that's not a win.
I'll take that.
Well, you're gonna have to, because that's all they do, isn't it?
No, we've been dominating lately.
Dominating.
We have been.
Yeah.
You dominate who? Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
That wasn't a bad result, to be honest.
And
it was a good result. I'll give them that, but
it's a great
you're playing
result.
no one, was you?
It was in.
It's
they
not
fucking defend in the.
It's not a good result considering what happened in the game, but on paper that's a great result.
Well, that's on paper if you don't watch La Liga and see how shit it's gone.
Yeah. Well, we've got a bunch to talk about the European leagues, haven't we? Can we talk about City West Ham?
I was just trying to deflect me predictor.
Yeah. So Connor's wearing the City shirt because he lost the predictor. It's twice in a row now, but it's coming off my 4 or 5 in a row that I lost. So he's still got a ways to go. Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe though.
Thank you. All right. Well, hopefully I'm going to try my best this week when we put them out tomorrow or Friday, whenever we put them out. But glimpse into the predictor, Man City, West Ham. Connor, what are you thinking?
Man City dominating like, what, 3-0? 4-0? Maybe more?
Yeah. You don't think West Ham's form right now is going to...
No one touches... I think the only people that could touch, and I'm not going into them right now, but the only people that could touch City right now are Bayern Munich. And I don't even think they could. So, no offense to West Ham, why... should they? You know what? 19 wins.
So you're saying it's City's Champions League?
I'm saying.
You're saying there's nobody in Europe to touch except Bayern.
Well, no, because shit happens in the Champions League. You know, shit happens on game
shit
to game.
Does happen for City in the Champions League.
Well, that's the thing. The better teams are going to win in the long run, but that's not what a knockout stage is. So I'm not jumping on the whole they're going to win 4 titles and everything. But I mean,
I will.
Yeah, it's fun too.
Yeah, you did last week, didn't you?
Yeah, I will. I see it happening.
No. I can see it happening, but
No, I do see it happening.
It could very quickly not. They could go and knock Bayern Munich out of the Champions League and then fucking lose to Chelsea.
Well,
maybe Leon.
Yeah.
Not Chelsea.
But yeah, sorry. No offense against West Ham. They could be in the best form they wanted to. No one's stopping them.
They are. I think I read a stat actually. This was last week.
I hope it doesn't like deplete their form. I hope they go, oh, you know what? We were gonna lose. Let's just get this out the way for our next game. Play your youngsters.
I don't think they're going to go into it thinking we're going to lose, but I don't think.
No, they got to defend because of the goal tally.
Yeah, I mean, so this was last week before the last round of games, but I had this for last week. So West Ham before the last round of games had claimed 19 points in 2021, and only City had taken more. So they were actually. I mean, that just goes to show the run of form West Ham are in. As a City fan, I'm not. I mean. I was probably more confident against Arsenal than I am against this West Ham team right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think City take it. I don't really see West Ham scoring. But I don't think City will run away with it. 2-0 maybe. 2-0 City, I think. Maybe 3-0. We'll see when my predictor comes out how ballsy I'm feeling with it. But what do you? All right, in the spotlight.
I hate it. I just hate it. You know what? If West Ham were further down the league and needed points, I'd say I want. I know. Yeah,
he's got this written down on a piece of paper.
I can't help it. It's written on the back of my glass here.
10th.
Yeah.
No, look. Obviously, it's amazing what West Ham have done so far this season. Points wise, win wise, performance wise, I'd still like to see better. But I couldn't be happier with where they are. The fact that we're not having a relegation battle is all new, really. It hasn't happened for a while. But if I'm going to let me head rule me heart, I think City will win 2-0. I think they'll win 2-0. But what I would like is a draw, because City are far enough ahead that it wouldn't hurt them too much for West Ham to nick a point and stay in the top four for another week at least.
Who needs the points more right now?
West Ham.
I think West Ham need them more right now because City are 10 points clear. And I don't believe a loss for City would hinder them in any way. I do believe a loss for West Ham might affect them with the next games after, and I don't want that to happen. But if I'm using my head and I was putting money on it, I'd put 2-0 City. So
West Ham are going into 3 somewhat tough fixtures. I mean, they've got Leeds at home after City, which, I mean, they should win, but Leeds are, I mean, they could be explosive at times. Then they've got United away and Arsenal at home.
Well, I'm not scared of them two. I'm not scared of United away and Arsenal at home.
Yeah.
I'm really not. There was a time when Arsenal would always come and take the points at West Ham.
Yeah.
But West Ham would go to Arsenal and nick some stuff. Cups and stuff out the dressing room.
I think Wolves just after that is the more difficult game out of all those.
Yeah. I didn't go that far in the fixture list, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, when you look back and say what was the first 6 games that they had and we were all scared of it, they came through it. I think now the confidence they've built up that they can come through them anyway. United aren't great at home still. And,
not great.
I'd rather be playing them away than at home.
Yeah.
I would, yeah.
What I was going to say as well, the reason I said more than 2 goals is because, I mean, Aguero just got his first little run, and it was blatantly obvious. It has been blatantly obvious. You need him. You don't have a player that can be up there by himself.
I don't think it's blatantly obvious right now. I mean, look,
it's like you guys like. I'm not saying Jesus isn't quality.
No, I know. Yeah, I'm just saying. So. Obviously, if that's the case, then with the run City have been on, Pep's obviously adapted to play without a striker, because Jesus doesn't. I mean, I know he scored today, but he's not. He tries to do Aguero's job. Even when Aguero came on, he was pulling the defenders. He had one where the ball was played into him, and he had a little flick off to maybe Cancelo or whoever was on the left.
Yeah.
Jesus tries to do that, but I mean, Aguero's only going to help the team.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's blatant. I think we could go the rest of the season without Aguero, and I think.
Well, now you can. You can go the rest of the.
Well, yeah.
But this is my point, and De Bruyne is also sitting there. You know,
You can go the rest of the season without any centre forward.
Yeah.
Because it showed even when none of them played that. You know, at the beginning of this run.
Not the rest of the season if you're including all the cups in that.
Well, maybe not.
You don't
look. I think Jesus is.
You need Aguero for your four.
Yeah, but I think Jesus is hovering about what happened to John Stones. I think it just might come a time where everything clicks for him.
Yeah, fair enough.
And he's got everything. I do believe he's got everything. I just think he wanders about a little bit too much to be that natural centre forward or the number 9 as they call it today.
Well, he tries to do Aguero, doesn't he?
Yeah, but
it's not.
Yeah, but Aguero's always in them positions to get on the end of things. I don't believe Jesus is.
Jesus is like the like remember when Dwight York and Andy Cole were together?
Yeah,
they were. That's how I feel. Like Jesus needs his Andy Cole. You know,
someone else.
You know, and
maybe
and they would both shine. You know, Aguero's like, I'm not saying Andy Cole, Dwight York weren't like natural finishers, because of course they were, but Aguero's too much of a natural finisher. Where if you try to play with him, he's gonna get the goals 90% of the time. You know, you have to. That's why Jesus needs to.
Well,
kind of suck it up.
That's going to happen because he ends up
Heskey, you know.
He ends up in them positions.
Of course, you are
more
gonna,
often,
if you have
more
80%
often than
of the ball.
Jesus.
I don't think there's a.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's.
But that's his intelligence.
Yeah, of course, yeah, and his natural goal scoring instinct.
Course, yeah.
Which Jesus could grow into. You know?
Yeah, but then I don't know.
I think he will. That's what I'm saying. I think he's teetering on the brink of all that. I really do. I really do. I think
he's
there's
still young.
I really think there's amazing footballer in him.
But I think I don't know. When Aguero came on today, it was just like there was just this weird like aura. Like when they said it's like Man City's leading the all-time scorer ever.
Yeah.
And I know you don't have the history as much as like any of the other clubs, but still, just hearing that, and then there wasn't fans there or anything, but it seemed like it was just like, oh wow, like this is gonna be.
I think if Aguero
this is kicking it up another gear, you know.
Yeah,
another notch.
I don't see a City side right now where Aguero and Jesus start together just because of the talent in the midfield.
Yeah,
but
you have. Yeah,
I think these 1-0, 2-0s, if Aguero was on, would be those 3-0, 4-0s.
My point. Yeah, that's my point
against anybody.
Yeah. Things click a little better. I mean, he just. I don't know what it is. I mean, I think Gundogan could score more goals with Aguero on the pitch.
Look,
you know,
that's the thing about City, and every commentator laughs when they try to talk about them, because you notice they all try to say as little amount as possible, but still like they're just complimenting City the whole time, because they never play in the same positions really, and they never do the same thing. It's literally like Pep's looking at every single team and going, "What's their weakness? This force that I have, my team, we're gonna hound that." And it's like how João Cancelo and Bernardo Silva linked up today.
Yeah,
and it's just like
both goals.
Exactly. Like those two, that was just perfect. It was the same exact thing twice. And it's just little things that like they find in that game.
I will say though, I mean, Mönchengladbach had a few moments where they could have scored. Rodri messed up.
Edison made a great save.
Edison did, and then he was pissed that he even had a shot against them.
Oh yeah,
but I will say too, the for the first goal, for Bernardo Silva's goal, what are Mönchengladbach doing playing the ball from inside the box across the goal, like diagonally back? Like it was just like amateurish, you know. And I think, I mean,
well, like I said, I think teams have finally been like, oh wow, like we fear you now. Yeah. Like there's a tremble across all of football, and like City, and that's without De Bruyne and Aguero.
They're formidable right now, mate.
Exactly.
And the football's been out of this world, you know.
Yeah. And this is what I hate about, like, I know you're not even supposed to read them, because I do imagine the majority of people that do have their opinion on football are somewhat stupid or wrong. You know, they just follow the masses and all talking about how bad City have gone. People that follow stats and shit like that, like, and saying Pep's lost it, and it's like, it just goes to show when, like, he got knocked down and he just built himself back up again. And without all his pieces, and this is why you give managers time. I'm not just saying Pep didn't show himself in that time where you weren't doing so well when you went down to 11th or whatever. But this is exactly why you give managers time.
Well, with Pep,
Prime example.
It's more the puzzle, isn't it? It's like
he's special.
Like he said, like the
He's
1-0.
He's like a chess champion.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
like
grandmaster. Yeah.
Like he said, he said something like he was happy with the 1-0 win against Arsenal. Like it was almost as good as some of the 3-4-0 wins.
I think he's complimenting Arteta too much. I think he's like stroking, like not stroking his ego, but trying to like, because they interviewed Pep and said, "Oh, how do you feel about Arteta's success?" And he's like, "That's none of me. None of that's me. Like this is him by
What
himself."
success?
Well, getting the Arsenal job, and I mean they do play.
That's not success, is it?
They do play decent football.
Yeah, they do now because Saka's
late,
stood up and brought them to a different level.
Yeah,
hasn't he?
But I mean, they do play like some of the best football in the Premier League. I probably wasn't worded correctly, but one of
they might win La Liga.
Yeah, exactly. They could win.
Right.
They could win La Liga. Yeah.
Is my face red?
Yeah, it is.
I am burning up, by the way.
Are you?
Yeah.
Like
spending 3 hours in the field in the sunshine every day.
Yeah.
What I've been doing lately, I forgot where I lived.
It's ploughing.
No sunscreen.
Yeah.
That's your own fault.
Yeah.
You can't like. They've had sunscreen for a while.
But it's me complaining about being in the sun and everyone at home's on lockdown.
Yeah. They ran out of lemonade.
Yeah, but so City's next 3 matches are at home, which against West Ham, Southampton.
And they're in there.
West Ham, Man United, and then Southampton. Next 3 games at home.
Man United's the 7th, isn't it? 7th of March.
7th of March, yeah. Unless they move it, they've been moving a few of them around lately. But
you just need to like beat him.
Yeah,
by like 7-0, like knock him down like a couple notches.
I think so.
I fancy 3-1.
I think they score.
They always do at the Etihad.
Yeah,
They always do, and sometimes they win, but not this time.
no,
It's a different City and a different United, and their strength is away from home. But I see this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your strength is now playing City.
I don't think that's their strength. I think those are just
they're stronger away from home with the results.
Yeah, I don't think that any of their results have been up to them. I think it's just it's gone out. It's been chaotic football.
And they go down a goal every time.
Oh, then I guess you could say something.
I mean, they you don't.
But
win.
if you go down a goal against Man City, it's game over.
It is now. Yeah, it wasn't like that at the end of last season, or like even. I mean, the end of last season picked up, but right after lockdown, right before lockdown.
Yeah. Didn't Sky Sports post something recently about Bruno Fernandes being the best footballer in the world right now?
Yeah, I saw something funny. It was a City fan on Twitter saying, "Okay, you have to admit Bruno Fernandes is the best player in England right now because City were in Hungary for the Champions League."
See, he's still not even.
No, he's not.
He's not even the second best in the Premier League, is he? I can name 4 Liverpool players that are better than him.
Yeah,
He's not bad at penalties.
Or
it's not as good as Jorginho.
Or Edison.
It's close
to be seen. So, talking about City in Europe and then the rest of the European teams as well, we'll transition into a conversation we had earlier about the German teams. But do you think it's so that a lot of the European teams right now have to play?
Well, look right now. Leipzig second. They second in the Bundesliga. I think they're second. Liverpool go there and win 2-0, and Liverpool are on a shiter.
Yeah.
Chelsea coming off a shiter and go to the league leaders in La Liga.
No. Oh, Southampton? We dominated that game.
No. Coming off a shiter period where they sacked the manager.
Yeah, but we've had what? Yeah. We've won our last 5 games.
Yeah,
I mean, we've drawn.
But I'm saying, even though you're 5th in the Premier League. That's all I'm saying.
We had Frank Lampard.
You're 5th. You're 5th in the Premier League, and you still go and beat the top team in Spain.
Yeah,
and Liverpool go and beat the second team in the Bundesliga away from home.
Yeah. Do you think the away games for English teams right now? And I'm not saying I agree with this. I'm just posing the question. The fact that the European teams have to play their home games in Hungary and wherever else, does that make it tougher? There's no fans there.
They were saying that about Atletico Madrid because where did they play? Where did they play that? They played somewhere.
Or they played somewhere else. They didn't play at the Velodrome. Or whatever.
Yeah, no, and there was no fans, and it's like, but you have to understand. Like they said, you have your Atletico fans are crazy, and the stadium's crazy, and their record at home is amazing, but it's they like. I can't stress this enough.
The only thing it would do would be pressurise the ref.
My point exactly. That's the only thing it would do.
I could see you trying to spit that one out.
Yeah, I know. You know what it was? Because I was thinking, they're the worst team ever, and I've always thought they're the worst team ever. I've always thought they're the worst team ever, and now they have Suarez, who is the worst.
You know
ever.
what? I should have made you wear your Atletico Madrid shirt.
No, I wouldn't. And so they have. I don't know. That's what I would try to say. I do know that's exactly what I was trying to say. It would have
pressured the ref because they're audible, aren't they? They're audible.
But even without the fans there, you think?
No, I don't think all that.
See, I don't think it makes a difference. I don't think it makes a difference.
They came out cowardish, that's who they like. They kept on saying, "Oh, Simeone is created this new style of football. Or at least brought it to light where you're not going to do so well. You just defend, and then you sneak one." And it's like, first of all, Simeone didn't invent that.
That's Jose Mourinho's
and Mourinho didn't even invent that. And it's just the most cowardice. And then what? You cheat your whole way up every 10 yards, keep getting a free kick until you get that penalty.
Yeah.
That's great. That's the way football's going, mate.
I know,
it's NFL, isn't
it? We have to admit it. That's the way football's going. And all that shit is becoming okay.
And they are...
It's probably becoming a tactic.
Of course it is.
It's becoming a tactic.
That's my point. That's one of their tactics. They do that, and then they kept on saying, "Oh, just don't." Like the commentators were saying, if they don't foul them, because they're not allowed to say, "Oh, these Atletico dive," so don't give them a free kick in the last 5 minutes and hold on to this 1-0. Mm-hmm. And then,
they play the home leg like it's the away leg.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is they have talent. It's like the same thing with Tottenham. They have. I mean, Tottenham, I think Son's a world-class player. And some of them are amazing. Moura. Yeah, there is quite... I think Tottenham are better than Atletico Madrid. But they have great players that go forward. And I don't want to bull up João Felix, but he is pretty scary when he's on the ball. It's kind of like when Neymar first was coming to PSG. We're like, he's not the best, but you don't want him playing against you, And
I don't think he's got the ability of Neymar.
No. I'm saying when Neymar first came.
Right.
To PSG from Barca?
No. To Barca from Santos.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, you're slowing up the play. You're doing too much trick. You're trying to be too flashy. And you didn't think he was... You didn't know if he was going to make it. And now you see João Felix and you're like, oh, he's scary if he's one-on-one with the keeper or
not as scary as Suarez's teeth.
Yeah.
I mean, he's scary in the box as well, isn't he?
You know what? He held his face I don't know how many times yesterday. And who is going to dare to punch him in them railings?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like he's got an American football helmet on his face with the guard
He's such a shitbag.
And what a cheat. I hate him. And what a replacement for Diego Costa. Like for like.
Yeah.
Cheating shite.
World-class player.
Cheating shite.
Yeah.
Amazing footballer, but
I just can't bear them. There's just something about them. Going back to your point, they're not playing in your own stadium. I don't believe matters because look at Liverpool and Anfield recently.
Yeah,
they're in their own stadium and still can't do it. So it can work both ways.
Well, no, I definitely think it has an effect. I mean, look at the 4-1 with Barca, but at Anfield, but.
But there were fans that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's still like, it's exactly. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is how it's gonna have to. What are you gonna boycott the round of 16?
No.
Like, yeah. What are you gonna do? Like, go out and just fucking play.
Yeah.
Can we switch that over to Everton's win at Anfield or not?
I wanted to talk a little bit more about. We can. We'll get back to Europe. It's okay.
No, go on. It's all right. Carry on.
So, and what pitch isn't flat enough and perfect enough for people to not play on?
It's football. It doesn't matter.
And it's a neutral ground.
It's football and nobody's advantage when there's no fans there.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter where they play.
Yeah. I did want to talk about though the quality of the European teams. You mentioned it earlier as well. Liverpool beaten second place in the Bundesliga. Bayern Munich, you were saying earlier that they're not the force that you think they are.
Yeah, I had like this sudden, and I know it's so obvious, but this little like sudden thought where I was just like, oh, then I don't respect them as much because it's not Bayern Munich winning the Champions League. It's the Bundesliga. It's because like we were saying with the Dortmund manager already signing a contract.
So Favre got fired from Dortmund.
Mönchengladbach,
And then Rosa, I think his name is, from Mönchengladbach, signed a contract with Dortmund. He's still managing Mönchengladbach, managed them against City today.
Into the season.
And he's playing Dortmund in the Cup in a week or two. It's a strange one.
It's nice of them, isn't it?
Why don't Mönchengladbach say, get out of here, we're going to have a manager who does...
Eddie Howe. Why wouldn't that be a good move for Eddie Howe to go manage Mönchengladbach?
That'd be a great move, but...
I was thinking about this all day.
Does he want it?
No, I don't know. I mean, we were talking about him last episode, weren't we? But
yeah, that's the thing.
If he wants a managerial position...
Frank Lampard.
Yeah, why not?
Why not, yeah.
But you don't want to go get relegated in the Bundesliga, though, do you?
Are they down there?
Well, no, but it could be a toss-up. You have one good player and then buy and sign your best player in the January window and then...
She's gone.
Yeah.
And they're also weird because their 16th place goes into a playoff with the third place of the second tier. It's a strange, like, if you slip down there, you're kind of only 18 teams.
This is why, and I hate that I'm saying this in a City shirt as well, and I hate talking about them so highly, but you have to. Like, you can't compare Bayern Munich to Man City because Man City not only pretty much won the Premier League, which is like we were just saying, Chelsea are beating the fucking La Liga champs, and it's just like they're doing it in the Premier League, and when they go to the Champions League, it's like you're expecting them to win that.
Yeah, but I will say, mate, when it comes to Champions League, Bayern Munich get it done.
Yeah.
But they're formulated to get that done. They're formulated to... They don't care about their league. They don't care about their domestic...
They don't care about the league because they run away with it.
Well, no, I'm saying their league doesn't care about the league. I'm not saying Bayern Munich doesn't care about their league. That whole thing is just gone... The whole league has said, fuck this, we're going to just win Europe. We don't care about the morality of...
But City need to find that formula that it takes, that they have... that it takes to win the Champions League.
100%, and they can because I think they're the best team in the world.
Well, Pep's done it, hasn't he?
Exactly, with Bayern Munich. But the thing, even you can go as far down as the third division in the. I mean, well, you can't go any further than that. They're all individual teams. You know, it's like La Liga, they have a Barcelona A, Real Madrid. Barcelona B, Real Madrid B. All these other countries are like. And the same with Juventus in Italy. They're all trying to make these big teams, and the whole league is an individual.
Right. They're focusing on making one team the best.
Yeah. Thanks for cutting in now. I'll just repeat myself.
Yeah. Well, it's weird, isn't it? Because Bayern Munich actually bailed out Dortmund. I don't know when it was, but in some time.
Yeah, because they
have first choice on their best players. Probably.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if it was somehow built into the contract in some weird way. But if that was the case, though.
But it's like, why? You know, I like how Rangers came back. That was an amazing story. Like, this is what happens in football. You know, it's nice that they bailed them out because of who they are and what they've done and what they're continuing to do. But this is football. If you can't survive, you get relegated.
At the end of the day, someone's doing something wrong. So now you're just giving them,
exactly. So third place team, which was probably Leipzig at the time. No, it was probably like Wolfsburg or some shit like that. Schalke. When Sane was there, it was probably like they're like, what the fuck? Like we were going to be the next.
Who are in last place now, by the way?
Are they?
Schalke, yeah.
Sane scored, didn't they?
I saw, yeah.
It was a tap in, but
yeah. I just I think if City are gonna win it and start winning the Champions League, this is a good, with the form they're in and with the form other teams in Europe are in and the whole situation, this is a good time to step up and
you know what?
And then it all goes out the window.
Why?
Doesn't it? Well, it does when it's just a one-on-one, when it's you against whoever. Because when it gets down to the last 8, then it is
right
just based on 2 games and 2 games alone. It doesn't matter what you've done before.
Yeah, but
what the other team have done.
If you can win the league early enough,
you
can win the Champions League.
But
maybe.
I'm confident. Well, that's always been the saying, hasn't it? But I mean,
Yeah, for anyone.
it doesn't really always work like that. I just think with the solidity at the back City now have.
That's the big difference for me.
Yeah, it's huge, you know.
That's the big difference in any team right now. That's why Van Dijk was so crucial to.
Yeah.
I mean, Van Dijk's crucial to any team, but.
Yeah.
I mean, I was watching a bit of Real Madrid, and I know how you said they've gone, which I still disagree with. That team's not the best, but it is.
No, but they've gone, but on any given day, they could win a two-legged game.
Well, they
on any given
struggled.
days,
I don't mean the players
Struggled
having two
against-
legs, neither.
Yeah,
Struggle against Atalanta's 10 men today.
yeah, but
Look, any away win
No, I'm
in
saying-
Europe is a good result.
I'm saying as a Real Madrid can go 4 years with just dog shite players, and then all of a sudden the
They got no
most. I mean, I'm sure there.
I wouldn't mind picking up that dog shite, though.
My point exactly.
Hey?
Yeah,
They're calling him, what, the glass man now? Your mate, Eden Hazard.
why?
Well,
so
injured.
trying.
It's always
Oh, yeah?
injured, yeah.
Yeah.
Will they ever get their money's worth?
No. I think
No,
that's
there's
been the theme for Real Madrid for a while, I think. You know, I mean, the last player they got their money's worth was Ronaldo.
No, they've had. I mean, Cruyff.
Big signings. Yeah, but what did Cruyff cost them?
I mean, he won them 3 Champions League.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that was
So
All the
Gareth Bale-
players-
just a dig at Real Madrid.
Yeah, all
Gareth
the players.
Bale won it.
Even Gareth
Yeah.
Bale. They had. Well,
yeah.
he scored in 2 finals.
Yeah,
I think the winner in both finals.
So you
I'm
could
pretty
say they
sure.
got their money's worth.
Oh, big time! 2
Yeah.
Champions Leagues is way more
Yeah.
than Gareth Bale's price tag,
Yeah.
which is what the Madrid fans will never think about. I don't want to group them all into this. They only think this way, but I feel like that's the thing. If you treat your club like a business,
Yeah.
it's gonna act like a business. It's gonna be upsets that and it's I don't know.
Well, the
I said
Madrid
this-
fans are the worst.
I said this last time. I think the English side of things, they respect football more. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, apparently not with all the fucking Jack Grealish and people diving and Ward-Prowse saying that's part of the game now.
Yeah, but English fans tend to have more. Like, you never get. I mean, Real Madrid fans wouldn't admit that there's a Barcelona player that, you know, I mean, obviously they'll admit Messi, but it's like, as soon as, like, they turned on Bale, you know, they turned on their own players.
Well, they turn. Well, yeah, I've seen them.
Well, they expect, that's what it is. When you're successful,
Exactly,
you
yeah.
expect.
Exactly.
Like Liverpool winning the league could have been the worst thing they could have done because now you expect.
Yeah.
Like David Moyes taking the United
You know?
job.
Yeah.
He was on such a high, and then he does that, and then
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, that wasn't his fault. I mean, Fergie brought him in. Fergie sort of nurtured him along, and
yeah, I know, but they were
and the worst act to follow.
They were of course, but they were also declining. Never mind. I'm not going to go into what I think about Fergie, but
No, we don't have to go Man United anyway.
yeah.
No.
Don't have to go down that
But
route.
we can go Liverpool and Everton.
Yeah, definitely want to talk about that because I've been getting message after message, almost as much as I got from the West Ham people about the Tottenham game.
Really?
Yeah, it's been message after message, and what a long time was it? 22 years?
Yeah.
Since the last win at Anfield. And they're going to say because there was no fans there or whatever. But I mean, it was well earned, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're watching the game, it was
100%.
well earned.
Yeah.
I didn't fancy them neither, to be honest with you. I thought at some stage Liverpool have got to turn things around and what bigger game or better game and something they're so confident about, you know, over the last God knows how many years, Everton coming to Anfield and turning them over.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but it goes to show.
But you did anyway.
Yeah. I mean, you seem done. No, it goes. I was helping.
Good, because I think I was going to go round in circles then, like you'd.
Yeah,
I
I owed you one from earlier.
I could hear
yeah.
in the headphones you go,
Yeah.
like ready to talk.
Oh, really? Actually, no. But what I want to say was, you could tell it wasn't. It's not like Liverpool fans are fighting for it. It's not like, you know, like no, they didn't. They still don't treat it as a derby, and that's.
It's all good as smoker's cough in the background, and now it's lapping up his water. So if you hear anything, it's like Connor pissing in a can under the table.
No, I
Well,
was just saying how.
That's a sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
If Liverpool had fight, they could have easily won that game with the talent they have in their team. If any one of those players treated that game like it was an actual derby and treated it like
There is no such thing anymore.
it
don't
has
see
the
it,
history
There's
behind
no
it like
such
it
thing
does, then Everton don't win that game, you know?
I was actually driving back down south while the game was on, and I was recording it, and I was going to watch it later, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, and then I turned it on, and Everton scored first, and I thought, oh shit, fuck, this could happen, you know?
Yeah, immediately I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
there was a lot of controversy with the penalty about all over the board, whether it should have been a yellow, whether it should have been a red. What do you think?
No, I don't know. It's just one of them things. I don't know anymore. I really don't.
I don't think it's a red card. I mean, he's put his hand up, hasn't he, to trip him after he slid.
Yeah, for some reason I can't remember.
Alexander-Arnold's like slid late on Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and he's like sort of stopped Calvert-Lewin from jumping over to him. Whether he, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know anymore, and I don't want to get into the ref thing. I mean, I've been thinking lately, and I think this is what's happening. All them refs, they were the last kid in the schoolyard, weren't they? They was the one that nobody fucking wanted on their team, and now they've come back to fucking haunt us.
They were the one. They were the one.
Now they've come back to ruin football by becoming referees. They were the one that was left, and even though they were the only one left, you still didn't want them on your team. That's what referees are. I've just realised.
I mean, if you could have VAR on your team,
In the schoolyard?
yeah, they go to the computer lab.
they've got a GoPro strapped to them.
Yeah.
They were standing there, the last one picked, with the microphone and in the ear and that. All in black.
Funny enough, the Madrid against Atalanta.
Useless.
I don't know if you saw the sending off, but he wasn't last man. Mendy was running towards goal. He wasn't like there was another defender a couple of yards in front of him, but not in the way of Mendy at all. And Mendy's took the ball away from goal, and he's kind of collided into him. It's a free kick, fair enough, yellow card, and refs send him straight off. 16 minutes in, I think, and obviously
16 minutes into the game.
Yeah,
Because I never seen the game today, mate. So.
yeah. And Mark Kleitenberg came in at halftime and was like, "No, that's not a red card. The referee's wrong." I was like,
He was in the studio,
no, he was in his house on the couch.
but like the studio called into him or something.
Yeah, they did.
He's been doing more of that than he has reffing. I think he's been on NBC.
Well,
over
good.
here.
It's nice having the ref being like, "No, that's wrong."
But he's not a celebrity. It's not
I don't care. I don't care. I want. This is how the mafia broke apart.
Yeah, but I think they
People
should be.
start
They should
snitching on each other.
How'd you
People
get to
start-
the mafia?
No, but the
Because
ref.
that's who they are.
The ref should be.
Yeah.
The ref should be cornered in a dark alley and questioned, not like come into our beautiful studio and.
Well, no,
I know you said he was at home, but he's in the NBC studio.
Yeah,
No,
but
they should all be told that they're going to get made, taken down in someone's basement, fucking
Yeah, like in
two to the
Goodfellas.
back of the
taken
head.
out, yeah?
Yeah, like in Goodfellas when Joe Pesci gets shot, isn't it?
What does he say as soon
That was
as
sad, that was
Yeah.
sad, that.
What does he say as soon as you see?
Oh, fuck.
As soon as you
Soon
see
as he
something
knew.
in the room, yeah, he says that.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh fuck!" I just finished The Irishman.
Long movie.
Yeah.
You've been watching it for about 4 months.
Yeah.
You can only do 10 minutes at a time.
Yeah, it was good though. Yeah, actually, so great win for Everton. First
Amazing
win
win.
in 12 years. They beat them at Goodison in 2009 or something. 2010.
Yeah, they've drawn
first
a
win
bunch.
at Anfield.
They've drawn a bunch.
There's
Might have been
always
2012, I think.
yeah, okay.
Not sure.
10
years. There's always something to me, like the 1-1 draw where there was the weird Origi goal where Pickford it bounced off the
Off
That
crossbar.
was a 1-0 win.
Yeah, that was a win.
Oh,
That was a win, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
That
a
was
win,
that
yeah.
season that everything happened for Liverpool.
That was Liverpool.
That
win,
was
yeah.
a 1-0, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was
1-0.
1-1.
No, that was the
No.
winner.
Was it?
You
Oh,
need
but
to
it was
do-
last
You need
minute.
to do your own work, son.
Okay, but it was. I'm not going to do homework on Liverpool, am I? So,
Well, yeah, if you're going to talk about them.
all right. Well, we'll move on then.
So Phil Foden looked good today.
Too. Giggling like little fucking girls. Oh my god. All right. Well, we still haven't talked about West Ham's win over Tottenham though. Jesse Lingard's goal in the celebration. Did you see? I loved it. The celebration.
Yeah.
Where he's playing the flute and Declan Rice.
The band, it's quality.
Fornals was on the guitar.
Someone did that in the Premier League in like the 90s. I remember there was a couple of people that used to do it.
Yeah.
You know what a weird fucking VAR. How was there any sort of offside there?
Yeah, I know.
When he's run onto his own.
Yeah,
he's done all right, hasn't he?
You know what?
He's done all right, hasn't he? Let's admit.
Of course, yeah.
He's done all right, hasn't he?
It came off. Sanchez's knee, didn't it? Whose knee? It came.
Yeah, but it didn't matter because it wasn't a pass.
Right.
It wasn't a forward pass to anybody.
They've gone. Right. As this inflicted on one of the new 50 rules that we've just implied to the game? Let's check. And then it didn't, and then...
Yeah, but they were just checking. Like, it didn't... It wasn't a pass. So it doesn't matter if he's offside or not. You know? It just...
It's just all going pear-shaped.
But what... Jesse Lingard's got 3 goals now, is it?
Mm-hmm.
What's it?
More 5 games or something. You can't knock it, can you? You can't complain. And not just that, he looks like he's hungry to play again.
Yeah.
You know, he looks...
So does Dele Alli. I know. I was thinking strictly because they were that same group of England. Little pack. I'm saying for England's sake. I don't care about
England's
neither of them are getting in the.
They'll
England
never
team
see
right
England.
now.
I'm just saying.
They'll never see England again.
I looked at a list of the midfielders England have.
Oh no, yeah, we have the
Maddison's gonna have trouble getting in, and he's been in form.
Yeah.
Harvey Barnes.
No,
Foden.
Madison's gonna get in, even though he may deserve it or not.
He won't. Trust me, because it's gonna be. He's gonna do Rice, Henderson. He's gonna do. Everyone's saying Mason Mount. I question that.
Look,
having Henderson.
For what we know, he could still do Harry Winks.
Probably, yeah. But
you know
that's what
I mean?
I'm saying. So Jesse Lingard, Dele Alli, no chance.
No. They're part of that.
No, they can't be. There's no
that
way.
regime that. Well,
to be fair, they both disappeared for so long. He might think they're new players.
Exactly. Yeah.
And new players have to get a cap.
Yeah.
It's just
if you scored in the Premier League and you have your own celebration, you're in the England squad.
It should be the ones in form, shouldn't it? Isn't that what it's about? If you're in form, you get selected.
Well, to me, it's about experiment. Yeah,
No,
but it's about experimenting for the Euros.
No, it should be. That's what I'm saying.
It's everyone gets the same amount of caps, and we all go home happy.
Nobody loses. Everyone gets a trophy.
Except England.
We all go home happy, getting knocked out in the round of 16.
England.
Yeah. It's so...
Well, that's it. All the players take home the individual ones, and the team don't win anything.
Well, that's what happens. I knew when I was like... I felt it. There was like a shockwave when I was like 8 years old, when the last good group of English players were going to be together. And I was like, all right, this is it for my lifetime.
You're going to make me do maths now, mate.
I'm talking about when... You had like Rooney up top, and then we had Scholes, Gerrard.
You're talking about the Pole.
No, we had a decent squad in Brazil in 2014. He just didn't play them. He didn't go with the younger players and let them.
Yeah, when Barkley and
be
Wilson,
free, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
we spoke about that many times.
Yeah.
I just thought he could have let them run free.
World Cup winning worthy though.
No, but I honestly believe Hodgson then should have given them free rein to go and.
But that's not
just express themselves.
That's not the England way.
For the Euros 2 years later, and then the World Cup 2 years after that.
Yeah,
I think if he'd have blooded them properly and gave them that experience and kept that group together.
The FA aren't gonna hire a manager that does that.
If you're an English manager, you should go through this rigorous test to where like
Eddie Howe.
You see how
Frank Lampard.
Yeah, you're not just.
Well, they're not firing Southgate.
But you're not just staying there for the job. You need to actually progress. Like, you know how they implemented, you got to have so many English people in the Premier League. You got to actually play such good football to be the England manager, or do so well and not just get.
You're saying they should implement that?
Yeah, like it's obvious that you are looking for the next tournament and you are trying to grow these players, not just secure your job.
What do you
for
think
the
it
next.
Is though? It's no competition, or
the England job's a retirement plan.
Yeah.
I've done well or I've done mediocre in football. Let me go there for 12 years, 8 years, and just be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And, just, that's it. Like, what is, like does anyone know
Well, he got to the semi-final of a major tournament, though.
Yeah, because of our bracket.
Well, he does. That's not his fault, though. I mean, me.
I
don't back him.
He had.
I don't like the particular brand of football that he plays.
He had the perfect runway to the World Cup final, and he still fucked it up.
But you can't blame him for that, can you?
No, I blame Stone for not passing to Harry Kane on that fucking. Oh wait, no, I blame.
Look, when he's got Kieran Trippier out there and
Kane
Eric
not passing
Dyer.
to Stone? Sorry, I don't even remember
against
now.
Croatia?
Yeah, I blocked it out of my mind. Yeah,
I just remember Trippier's free kick.
Yeah, scored too early. Yeah.
But going back to Atletico Madrid.
He didn't play, did he?
No, can't get in now. Was he injured?
I think he's a decent player.
I think he knows
I've
we've
seen- I
got
saw
too
him-
many English right backs. I think he knows.
Yeah, once he saw Reece James, he's like, "Fuck." Oh my god.
Reece James is fifth.
What your best sub?
Don't get me into talking bad about little tiny Tommy Tuchel.
Little tiny.
Yeah, little big tiny Tommy.
Big
You can't
tiny
be
Tommy.
little tiny because that's really small.
You are because
You're either tiny
little
Tommy Tuchel or little Tommy Tuchel.
He's
You can't be
tiny
little tiny Tommy Tuchel.
Either way, I don't want
That's
to.
too many.
Either
That's
way,
too many words.
I don't want to start bad mouthing them because having a decent Chelsea manager is like a fucking teeter-totter. You
think
gotta
he's-
like keep it balanced.
I think
A
he's.
teeter-tot to Tommy Tuchel.
I think
Yeah.
he's quiet. I think he's
Tater
quietly a great acquisition by Chelsea. Like I think in a sense the pressure isn't on him to like
Look.
what?
I think he's got away with it.
No, I
So
don't think.
far.
I don't think so. I don't
Have
think.
you-
Well, you've got the same players that the manager
Have
before
you
had
watched the game?
I think he knows
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Have you watched one game of Chelsea since he's
Yeah.
been manager?
yesterday.
And have they not dominated?
No, Wolves they didn't. No, Wolves at home 0-0. They didn't. I think that was that his first game.
No,
What was his first game?
he didn't.
He snuck one in his first game.
No, he's only drawn one. He's won the rest.
He drew with Wolves 0-0.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Yeah, and we dominated that game.
Against Wolves.
I don't know what's this whole just because Wolves are having a little bad season.
No, no.
Wolves are still
No,
a
they've been in
quality
great
team.
form actually. Yeah.
They are a quality team.
You see it? Did it go down as
I
an
hate
own
him,
goal?
but
Traore's
Neto's-
goal against Fulham.
So what do you think it is then? Is it the players? The same players that Frank had? What's the difference now? Do you see them playing differently?
Frank Lampard had no idea. Frank Lampard got lucky
Yeah, 100%.
with Chelsea.
The thing is, that's what they're doing, and it's the same. Our Hudson-Odoi is.
He signed players and he got them to the top of the league.
Who did he sign?
He spent 200 million, didn't he?
Who?
Frank.
Ziyech.
Frank couldn't sign.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pulisic,
hello.
Ziyech,
Keep
Werner.
reeling them off.
Timo Werner, Thiago Silva, Mendy,
All them.
I'm trying.
Havertz.
I'm trying to.
Havertz.
I'm trying to.
Just a couple.
Are any of them Lampard signing?
No, probably not.
Well, they were signed while he was manager, so
It was his second. The first season he couldn't make any signings, so it was kind of
Yeah.
a give. Like, okay, he's getting this
He
one.
got Pulisic. Though.
Honestly, though, he didn't come
I
in.
know.
He
He
didn't
didn't.
sign Pulisic.
He didn't.
Here's,
No, but I'm saying.
here's the thing, though. I don't think it ever works when you bring that many players in. It's never going to work right away.
Not right away.
but it's working with them players for the new manager.
I think
no,
Tuchel's
it's
got
not.
way more.
Those Ziyech just came on against Atletico,
Yeah.
and you see how comfortable he is on the ball. He's playing in the middle.
I'm saying it takes time.
Werner
Yeah, exactly. Werner
had a shot.
What, this
Werner-
year? This year he had a shot.
No, for his
That's
COVID.
not right. He scored.
He's got to get his follow-up.
He scored one goal in what, 20 as
Yeah,
a striker?
I don't know why you're laughing because all I need to do is injure one of your fucking defenders and use a comb. You're
do you
dropping
mean?
back in points.
We've
again.
got centre backs galore
Oh,
this
we've
season.
got them in the cupboards and everything. They're gathering dust.
Chelsea.
I mean, Laporte's our backup centre back. Ake's back. Like,
Chelsea have a great group of players that haven't really performed yet.
yeah.
Over the last 10 years.
No, I think it's this
How
season
many
getting.
Champions Leagues does?
No,
This
no,
season. This
No,
season.
you said the last 10 years though, didn't
This season, yeah.
no.
Yeah, we
I
got
think
one
And then
in,
we'll have the same as you.
2012.
We
I
win it
think-
this season, we'll have the same as you.
I think
But as of right now, you don't.
I'm not. I think Chelsea do have a great group of players. I think Tuchel is a great manager that they signed. I think Lampard had no idea what he was doing. I think he got lucky. I think he had his shot and he did okay last season. I think Tuchel's got the experience to put these pieces together. I think Timo Werner needs to learn how to shoot on goal instead of missing every. I think he's got too much pace, no touch.
Okay, so this is what I was saying about Arsenal. I hate comparing Chelsea to them. I hate comparing them to them. You can have all those players. You can have the people that are natural finishers that aren't in form and all that, whatever. But you do need these creative players, and Havertz and Ziyech are those players.
Yeah,
and plus we have Conte. And
for all the sheep, you need a sheepdog, which the manager is.
Sheep herder, or a sheepdog,
You mean a shepherd?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of that. I went to
sheep herder.
I went to say it, and then I was like, "That's too many syllables coming out of my mouth."
I think you went sheep whisperer.
Yeah.
I think you mean a bull sheep. Or a sheepdog, like I said.
Yeah. No. I don't know why. I think I'm just so focused on trying to think of the word shepherd.
You're like on the defensive right now. I'm saying
I am because I should be because of how Chelsea are. We're not like he keeps on saying. Hudson-Odoi keeps fucking starting. Keeps playing. I was saying it the whole.
But it doesn't work for you saying Reece James is the best right back if he's not playing.
That's fine. It doesn't.
So little Tommy Tuchel doesn't help you.
But
he does if he's getting wins.
But when he starts playing,
he's playing. They interchange with each other.
Look, I think Reece James is great.
I think he just brought.
They interchange. Hudson-Odoi starts and then he comes on for 15 minutes.
No, Hudson-Odoi hasn't finished the game. Hudson-Odoi came on at half time the other day and got taken off after half an hour. Like I don't.
Who did he come on for?
Jesus.
Jesus?
Yeah, Jesus probably.
Reece James?
No, I don't remember. But the wing back is literally Reece James' position. I'm fine with everything else. I'm fine with Giroud. I love that Giroud's playing. I love that Werner's playing, even though he's in his Torres
You'd be happy
state.
if he weren't playing.
Even though he's in his Fernando Torres at Chelsea state, I'm fine with that. I get in there. Just if you have to smack the ball at his face and it goes in off his face, do that. Just give him a couple goals.
I think that's probably the only way it's going to happen.
And then get Havertz, get Ziyech.
Werner's come out and said the defenders in the Premier League are way faster and stronger than he ever thought they would be.
100%.
Especially compared to the
but
Bundesliga.
he has...
Yeah, but that's an excuse of a man who hasn't scored a goal.
Yeah,
it is. But he has... That's what I'm saying. You have every right to, but everyone just stop hounding him. He's going to do all right. Just give him time.
What about Reece James?
Well, how long is time?
Stop hounding him.
Well, I'm the Chelsea fan. It should.
Has it been 20 games? 20 games.
It doesn't.
One goal in 20 games.
Yeah. Well, I just made that up.
Maybe
but it
more.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
I think Werner's a decent player. I do think he's just going through a dry spell. I think Chelsea.
He doesn't have the. He's like a
goals.
He doesn't have. He's like
goals.
Sterling. He's like, and Hudson-Odoi.
No, Sterling has goals.
Yeah, because people on the team smash it against his face and it goes in like that. But and we're not giving Werner the captain's armband looking pathetic as well either. So what I'm saying is Werner's too fast. His feet is too fast for his brain, and that's fine. He's always going to be like that,
like Theo Walcott.
I
think he's better. He's
and
better
like
than
what
Theo
you thought
Walcott.
Chamberlain was going to be, but Chamberlain ended up. Oxlade-Chamberlain ended up being
on the wing,
ended up
being a good player.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he made,
but losing his pace.
He didn't lose his pace.
He got injured.
He was used in a different position, wasn't he?
But he was lightning when he.
Well, he left Arsenal because he didn't want to play right wing back, didn't he?
It was something like that. But I'm fine having that player. Just nothing in his head. Just give him the ball. He could have five one-on-one on goal.
Yeah.
And score one, maybe. No, I was just thinking that's terrible if you want him for Champions League's sake, where you only get one one-on-one.
I think Werner will figure it out.
My point.
I don't think he's a bad player.
Well, while they're winning, he'll be given that opportunity. It looks like
exactly.
See, sometimes results paper over your cracks. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Reece James still to be seen. He's not better than João Cancelo, but let's.
Still to be seen by you. You haven't
He hasn't been playing.
No, he's
He
still to be
has.
seen by anyone.
he has been playing and he's been doing quality.
No, I think he's good from what I've seen.
He hasn't been playing every 90 minutes of every game.
You see, João Cancelo basically had 2 assists today with the same with a ball that De Bruyne was laughing at. Like De Bruyne, it was a De Bruyne-esque ball that he put in especially for Bernardo Silva's goal, but the same ball in for for Jesus' goal. Reece James can't do that.
So, I was saying Reece James is the best right back in the league. So now João Cancelo has been. If João Cancelo is the best right back in the league,
Fullback.
Yeah, okay, I kind of disagree with my own statement right here. But even still, just because he great balls in, I think he's great
Just because he's brilliant, and just because
he is brilliant. He's not
making goals.
He's not the best defender though, is he?
He doesn't have to defend when he plays for Man City.
I know, yeah, but he's not a fullback. That's my point.
Well, that's not fair because
He's better on the ball.
fullback
He
for
was
Pep
when he
is
came.
a fullback.
Was he?
Yeah, what do you mean? Well,
I thought he was like Zinchenko, where he just had to fill the role.
No,
no,
He was an actual fullback.
he's a right wing back for Juventus. He's a fullback.
and he wasn't even getting a game for Juventus, was he?
They're wing backs. They play 5 in the middle.
But Danilo,
Chelsea are doing,
Danilo
yeah.
was traded for him as a like for like, and Danilo right back.
He was signed as a fullback, as a wing back or a fullback.
He was signed for competition for Kyle Walker.
He was.
Yeah.
He's great at going forward. He's very technical, and I mean clearly.
but you don't know if how good he is at going back because we don't have to defend for shit. So I mean,
Well, all right. What I'm basing it off is just how it's like. I mean,
Chelsea have to defend, so that's why you see Reece James defending more.
But also when it's just every second he's on the ball, it's just dominance, composure,
yeah.
and it's
João Cancelo.
no.
Well,
João Cancelo is what is he gonna do?
Way
What's he
better
gonna
on the
do
ball.
next? Like you would think in a like what Ziyech or Mahrez,
right.
somewhat.
Like it could be he's
Like what's he gonna do to be involved in a goal?
like he's better on the ball than you'd think a fullback would be. On
Like
the
he's
ball.
not a fullback.
I get what you're saying.
You mean you're trying to say he's got more ability than a fullback,
and that fullback.
but he
is
does
Reece James.
start. He does start
No,
at left back in a back 4.
Yeah, sure. I have seen him defend, and I know he is. He's like a little bulldog, isn't he?
Yeah,
And yeah, fair enough.
probably
it's
a
just,
bit rash at times with his tackling.
Yeah, exactly. But that I don't know.
that's a good thing to have, though.
I do. Yeah, it is. It's a great thing to have.
I get what you're saying. It's hard to compare the two.
I
because
I
it's
just-
not-
They don't play the same. They
Exactly,
start in the same
yeah.
position, but they
Sorry,
don't play the same.
I just see Reece James can do no wrong, and
Kyle Walker's better than Reece James, and they're like for like.
and this is where we end that.
Oh my god!
Move on.
All right.
Yeah.
So we put out a Twitter poll from a conversation we had last time about you got asked a question by one of the players you're training. Was it the best English midfielder out of Paul Scholes, Steven Gerrard, and Frank Lampard? I think you said. Did you say Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard?
No, I said Scholes had the most ability, but I would have to pick Steven Gerrard because he carried Liverpool,
Right.
and Scholes didn't have to carry Man United because he had great players around him.
Right, and then you said the opposite, right? You said Scholes,
Yeah, because that's like
Gerrard, Lampard.
comparing
So
Iniesta and Pirlo.
so it bounced around a lot, and Lampard was up for a little bit, and we've had other
Then he got fired.
we've had other
Yeah.
suggestions.
He started playing
but
Tammy Abraham.
it was really close. Paul Scholes got 37%, Steven Gerrard got 35%, Frank Lampard got 25%. Other people, I put an other option and just said comment below. People were saying Gascoigne, but
Which
it's
is
not,
right.
It's right, but it's not the same type of play. It's like
I mean, I think I can name like 4 or 5 other better.
In Gaza?
No, not than Gascoigne. Better than those 3.
Can you?
If you give me time, I can name 5 better than Lampard.
Yeah.
Wait, what is this? That played in the
English, just English,
English.
or that played in the Premier League?
No, English.
Oh, English.
Yeah.
English.
Okay, you would have to give me.
How
more
long do you
time.
need?
No, you couldn't find 5 better than Scholes and Gerrard.
No, better than Lampard though. Yeah.
Yeah, but to me, I don't. I mean, no, I know West Ham fans love it.
Well,
I
Beckham's got to be there or thereabouts.
I would take Beckham over Lampard.
Charlton. What?
We meant people with hair.
He has hair. It's just not on his head.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Manscaped. Buy your lawnmower.
It was around back then.
Or
Someone
did you see me tweet about you?
about oh yeah.
With your jungle. That was
Quite
funny.
jungle.
That was funny. You had jungle on your shorts.
Yeah.
I tweeted, I went, maybe he needs his Manscaped. It's a jungle down there.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Okay.
I
How
didn't
many
see
times
that
did you
either.
tweet about
Never
it?
mind.
Yeah.
I saw the
I
first
put your
tweet.
picture out there.
Yeah, but I don't think the
In
first
his,
tweet
in his
didn't
Hong
say
Kong
that.
food.
Henry,
in
a
his
mild-mannered janitor.
The tweet I saw
Is
didn't
it
say that.
Rosemary?
Someone commented on this midfield poll and said we're never gonna figure this out because Scholes would say Gerrard was better, Gerrard would say Scholes was better, and Frank would say Frank was better.
It's not bad.
No, but yeah. So I mean the poll's still going if you guys want to go vote, but you've got 12 hours left. And actually, the episode will be out, so you don't have any.
there's
I've
more-
already voted.
There's more English centre mids. But
Go
It's
on.
tough.
Go on.
I mean, Rooney played there late on.
I mean, if
I'm
you
clutching at straws.
yeah,
now. Yeah. I don't know. I'll come. I'll come up with some. I'll come up with at least three.
all right, think about it. All right, well, moving on. We spoke last time about Jamie Carragher claiming Leicester's £1 million signing and Jamie Vardy was the best I got the hiccups fucking hell. Best transfer ever. And I did mention that we had we're not talking about it again just because I know you're looking at me like we've already talked about this before. I mentioned it last time that we were going to talk about it this time, and obviously you guys didn't come up with.
No, I thought I would, but I mean, he seems like the best.
So just Leicester. So
No, I did mention Seamus Coleman.
yeah, you'd say that's better than Jamie Vardy.
Well,
then?
I think they paid 125 grand for him.
I think. How much did Conte go?
So they bought Conte for 8, sold him for 32. They sold him for cheap. That was, I think, not. Here's Leicester. Just in a
Did
nutshell.
anyone mention Ian Bishop signing for Bournemouth for 35,000 and being sold for 750 after one season?
£7.50?
Yeah. Said, here's a tenner, keep the change.
Wait, sorry, Bournemouth bought you for 35 and sold you for 750.
After one season, yeah.
Was that your most what was your most expensive? It was different. I mean, they were working in
Round of
shillings
drinks.
back then, you know. So, what was
I don't know what it equates to today, to be fair.
Yeah.
Just do percentages. I don't know.
Well, that's like
I don't even think
10
it works like
over
that
10
because
times.
it's skyrocketed. It's skyrocketed.
it's inflation, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that was what 1940.
Did I read that correctly? That David De
Reading
Gea,
wasn't invented then.
that David De Gea is the highest paid Premier League player right now?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised though.
I think he
been
has
around
been
a
for the
while.
last 2 years.
I don't know. You'll have to see if you read it.
It could be
right
true,
now.
though. Round about the 350 mark.
Yeah, I think it's exactly
be true,
350. Yeah,
It could be true.
yeah. Because who else?
Because I know that when he stirred up all the shit about him leaving and going to Real Madrid, and then I think he was Player of the Year for 4 consecutive seasons or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that might get you up there. I think it was when he signed Sanchez that his contract changed, and there was maybe something in it. I don't know that he had to be top earner or whatever.
What Yaya Toure had as
Maybe that's what happened. I'm not sure. Because they don't really take any notice
on
of
the
them.
money side.
Yeah.
No, of them as a club.
I mean, I want Henderson to do well.
Apparently today, just other clubs want to take him away from Man United.
I can
Good.
see it.
Tottenham, if Lloris goes to PSG.
Lloris has been bad, hasn't he?
Nah, he's been okay, mate. He's
Yeah,
had his
he's-
moments, you know.
He's one that you would put in a Champions League final, but
Yeah.
I would have him in my team.
yeah, but he could.
Yeah, but if you've
Fuck
got
someone.
one goalkeeper in your team at the Premier League, it's Edison, isn't it?
Well,
But anyway,
I think Tottenham should sell him and still put Joe Hart in.
yeah, I mean, I agree that Joe Hart's actually on this list. City bought Joe Hart for £100,000, and I mean, thinking of everything he did for City, you know.
Yeah, that beats me at Bournemouth.
Oh,
yeah. A little,
Why on that list anyway?
Wait, no. What was your most expensive? We'll go back to this in a second. What was your most expensive?
I've topped.
Fine.
No. What was your most expensive transfer? Was it that one? $750?
I don't know because there was a.
Shady
when I went to West Ham, there
side.
was other players involved and cash, so I don't know. We never found out.
How much
with
was
Trevor and Mark Wood, we never found out who cost what.
How much was Mark?
How
Wood
much the
actually
horses cost? Yeah. The horses scuppered the deal, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, Trev talked about that, didn't he? He was saying that.
No, he denied it.
Yeah.
I spoke to him today, actually.
Yeah.
He still denies it.
Like everything else. So Leicester's other...
Thank you very much.
Leicester's other notable transfers. They bought Mahrez for $450,000. And by the way, I just want to say, this is the right way to look at football teams as a business. The people behind the scenes who are doing this business, not the fans.
It's obviously a business. I'm glad for what it's become and what they could do with Champions League and World Cup.
But leave it to the business people at the club, not the fan. The fans shouldn't be looking at it like it. The franchise, like MLS,
don't leave
is
the
terrible
cold-hearted
for it.
stuff for cold-hearted people. You know?
So Mahrez was bought for $450,000. He was sold for $60 million. That's pretty huge. You know, I mean, Mahrez costing $450,000. That's
right.
You know, Conte was bought for $8 million.
Can't we go back to me and do the percentages?
That's way more.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yours was about 10 times. So 75 to 850, about 11, 12 times. This is...
Wait a minute.
15 times, 10.
So what?
Oh, it's way more than that. Mine's way more. 35 to 750.
Oh, yeah, never mind. 20 times. Yeah, that's more than this, actually.
I thank you very much.
Yeah, all right. Is it as much as...
I don't know. I'm not going to work out everyone. I just beat Mahrez. That's okay. You don't have to...
All right, so Conte
don't put me down.
Conte for $8 million, they sold him for 32.
That's not even close.
Oh, here's what might get you, actually.
Not even close.
Drinkwater for $900,000, sold him for $35 million. Yeah.
And he didn't play.
That's it, because 20 times that would be 18 million. So
and
it was 40 times. Yeah, well...
at least I played.
Drinkwater's had issues, hasn't he? And they bought Harry Maguire for 12...
You think I didn't have issues?
They bought Harry Maguire, the dickhead, for $12 million.
Get Harry on the podcast. He'll tell you about my issues.
Yeah. They sold Maguire for $78 million. Which is a hilarious...
That's an expensive unit to put into your kitchen.
Yeah. Also, I had written down Henrik Larsson was bought for £600,000.
Oh, mate, you're fucking me over now.
I don't know.
You're killing me now.
I can't find the...
I just beat Mahrez. Leave it at that. Leave it at that.
Yeah. And you'd beat him if City sold him because it's not like they're going to sell him for 20 times $60 million.
Oh, there you go. I've accidentally saw a name as well. I can't find... I'm not even going to attempt to look up his fee. So, at first I was going to say Matt Letizia to Southampton. He has to be a better signing than Vardy, no?
But he started there, didn't he?
I don't think so. Did he?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's not from Southampton, though, is he?
He's from the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
Or the Isle of Man, or one of them. You got the ferry over.
Yeah. They ship him over 100 a day.
The fee for the ferry.
Oh...
to get over.
I had no idea that he's...
And he never sold them.
Okay. Because I always thought, why was he so loyal to Southampton? But
he never left. That was his only club.
All right, bottom line.
Sorry, I was going to say Cristiano Ronaldo. Did you already say from?
Stop finding people who beat me.
Sporting Lisbon.
No, I don't know if he would. It depends how much United paid for him, but I don't think they paid cheap. It wasn't like hundreds of thousands. They definitely paid millions for him.
All right.
Anyway,
all right.
Well, all right.
They beat me.
Yeah. Well, that's not what this segment was.
I had to turn it. I turned it to that though.
Rooney from Everton to United.
From Everton to United.
Was that a better signing than Jamie? Considering price and everything, I mean, we need all the factors here.
But I'm considering that's why Vardy, I guess, beats Letizia because he has a Premier League.
No, but
title.
aren't you going by what they sold him on for?
No,
They didn't sell him, did they?
not necessarily.
No, this is like
He's saying the best signing ever
yeah.
for the price tag. So Vardy
Right.
for £1 million for
I know
what
you're
he's
gonna hate
what
me
he's
saying this,
what he's
but-
For
done.
what he's done.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
you're gonna hate me saying this, but I know Di Canio's in there. He has to be in there for what he did for West Ham those years.
It was only a year.
yeah, it wasn't. Yeah,
Was it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was
It's only a year.
Well, I think it was.
no.
I think it was 2 years.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think
no,
it was- I don't think
it
it
was
was 2
more than a
years.
season. Yeah,
No, I don't think so.
we have no idea what we're talking about.
Look, you're rattling on your phones already.
I'm just saying. Yeah, it wasn't a long time. Di Canio was there, but anyway.
No, I know it wasn't long, but
I think it was about 120 games.
I was-
I think it was about 120 games.
he was there for 118 games.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm too out.
All right, you looked
Yeah,
that up.
I was about to say 120.
Well, I didn't know you were going to say that, though. Did you? What do I do? Study everybody
Well, we've got it in the
from
notes.
every time?
I was
Yeah.
about to say 120, but I had to correct it. Exactly. But that was for
That's a piss take.
for 4 years, 3.5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Wasn't 9 years.
No, but you didn't say 9. He said.
No, me. I'm on about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's a decent point. I think that's. I mean,
I'll
yeah.
look that up after.
I thought this segment was going to go a little bit. Jamie Vardy to Leicester for $1 million. I mean, you'd buy him all day, knowing what he's done, wouldn't you? You'd pay more than that.
Of course, yeah.
Still have him in the England squad. And then that brings in Madison.
He retired. I think he retired from.
Yeah, I
the
know,
squad.
but everyone,
Oh, now you've killed me.
he hung up his cap.
All right. Well, I've got a few notes here, just a few headlines just to talk about. So, speaking of Leicester, still actually before their Europa League clash last week against Slavia Prague, apparently Slavia Prague came out and said Kasper Schmeichel is overweight and he wears a corset under his goalkeeper shirt.
What's wrong with that?
Isn't that funny though? It was an official club statement.
What's wrong with a corset?
Yeah,
As soon as I leave this podcast,
you take it off.
everything comes off. Sit there like a little fat bug.
That's the reason you're sitting the furthest away from the camera.
Yeah. Well, his head size is to get a
Yeah,
proportionate.
He's actually sitting 6 feet away from us right now.
All right, another one. So Aston Villa have banned players from taking part in fantasy football because they all started dropping Jack Grealish, which leaked the fact that he's injured.
You don't have to drop Jack Grealish, do you? It falls down on his own.
Yeah. But they've started
Coming a mile away, that one.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying for you. I'm saying that you didn't register it first.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
So
he gave me that.
So
look.
the Aston Villa players have been banned from playing fantasy football because as soon as they found out Grealish was injured, they dropped him. They all started dropping him from whatever.
Why was it a secret like?
Yeah.
Well, it's like-
exactly. Yeah, like they have the inside.
There's money
information.
on it, isn't there? So you have
Yeah.
like if we're in a league and I have Grealish and I know he's injured from the inside.
Funny enough, on my predictor, I had Leicester to win 2-1. And that I'd done the score early.
Yeah,
And if I'd found out Grealish wasn't playing,
yeah,
I would have done a bigger score.
yeah.
So even though I got it right, I was still shit.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
So the one I got right, I was lucky.
Why would you have given a bigger score if Grealish wasn't?
Because
He's a presence.
He defends. He does defend.
move on.
All right.
Please.
Don't even want to
another
talk.
one.
Don't want to talk about him when
No,
he's
I know.
playing. I'm not going to talk about
I
him.
know.
when
I
he's
just
not.
think it's funny.
I'm wondering if he's injured, which fall that he did injured himself.
Yeah.
Or if it was a couple of falls that led to this injury.
Right.
Yeah. Like, what is the injury?
Yeah, like if he goes to the doctor
Self-inflicted.
and his doctor says you need to stop jumping on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean that was the end of that.
Well, just sticking.
Well, isn't it falling on the floor, not jumping on the floor?
It
What?
depends.
Don't you fall on the floor, not jump on the floor?
No, he jumps on the
You
floor.
can't jump onto the floor from the floor.
I mean, if you go higher,
You can jump on the bed though, can't you?
Yeah, but
that's
that's
the
not the
best.
floor. You're jumping onto something different. You can't jump onto the floor from the floor.
yeah, you can.
You can't. That's just a jump.
You can if you land on something that isn't from what you jumped from.
Well, the floor is the floor.
Your feet. If you don't land on your feet,
Can you
you're
jump-
jumping to the floor.
You jump from your feet to your head or your belly,
What?
which would be stupid. No wonder he's injured.
What's the long jump then?
Into the
'Cause it's into
sand.
All right, I'm gonna move this on.
From the track to the sand.
I'm gonna move this on. Sticking with the Villa theme, not Jack Grealish, but Michael
McLaren
Richards.
blue.
Michael Richards had a row with the former Aston Villa
bad.
CEO on Twitter. Who, Grealish?
No, him.
Oh. Michael Richards has had a row with the former Villa CEO on Twitter. Richards was saying he was the scapegoat and got accused of bleeding the club dry when he tried to leave 3 times. And he's had abuse ever since. Well, nobody at the time protected him at Villa. Who was it recently who was staying at a club?
This has been the most forgetful episode.
Yeah. No, never mind. I know it is. I'm not gonna say it.
What are you talking about now?
No, nothing. But what do you think about players staying? Like Richards has had an argument with the ex-CEO of Villa.
Those people that high up aren't involved in football.
Have a drink.
No, I am. Yeah.
No, I am.
Anyone above the manager, apart from maybe like 2 or 3 people, aren't involved in football. So I feel like you can have it. Is that what your question was?
I'm just saying.
How
What
you
was
feel
your
about them
question?
having a crack at him?
So I'm just saying he was blaming Michael Richards for bleeding Villa money by staying there and not playing near the end of his career, but he was on a high wage. Richards was saying he was trying to get out while he was there, but they're saying like that's what caused Villa's downfall while the ex-CEO was there or whatever.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like Bale at Real Madrid. Is it Bale's fault that he's on that much money and he needs to go to China?
So as a businessman, you got outplayed by a footballer. Is that what he's saying?
No,
He's say about footballers.
Well, no, he's not. Michael Richards wasn't a businessman at 20 years old. Michael Richards isn't a businessman. You know, there's a reason that
Well, his agent is, but
Yeah,
his
sure.
agent obviously got him a high contract, and
yeah, no, but you as a
But you're worth what you're worth. Like,
Exactly,
the club
yeah,
agreed to pay it.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
And Michael Richards,
it's nobody's fault but the club's.
right.
Michael Richards was one of the youngest, because he says it all the time. One of the youngest defenders to ever play for England.
Yeah,
So he was going to have a huge, and he says he burst out on the scene. He is going to have a huge price tag at a young age, especially.
this is when he went back to Villa, I think.
Oh, is it?
I believe so.
I don't know much about his career.
He went back. He was at Villa at the end.
So he bled them dry at the end. Is that what you said?
That's what the CEO's saying. Yeah, because he wasn't playing. He was getting older.
Then he kind
So,
of
okay, so, like, Who, Richards or the?
no, the CEO.
Well, it was him who gave him the contract. So it's sort of why is he going back on the contract that he or whoever he's hired to give him, whoever's handling the contract.
Yeah, okay. I mean, not that I know what
It would be
Mike
like if
Richards
City
did,
said to Aguero, you haven't been playing, you've been injured, and we're paying you this much money.
But what if he's sitting on the injury? You know,
Well, I mean,
that's
that's what Richards is saying. Is he was looking for clubs to get out. It's like Bale sitting on his salary at Real Madrid.
That's the
And then coming to Tottenham and sitting on it there.
Well, he's had a great week.
Yeah, can we talk about him for a
And
second?
what a good week.
No, he's had
Brilliant.
a great 10 days.
Wait, okay.
Sorry.
No.
Extended.
No,
Extended. Well done, you. Sitting on your arse for a year, coming back to your ex-club, sitting on your arse for 5 months, whatever it's been. 4 months.
Yeah.
And then what? Producing when he comes on?
Against what, like a fifth tier team from nowhere?
Yeah.
I mean, he came on against City, didn't he? And
Came on against West Ham
Yeah, he came on against West Ham and hit
and
the
they
bar.
lost.
And he had the assist, I think, against West Ham as well. He took the corner that Lucas Moura headed in.
That's not an assist, is it?
Well, yeah.
Anyone can stick a fucking ball in the box.
when did Tottenham play City?
That was weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago.
Didn't he come on? And he
3-0.
almost scored?
Almost scored, yeah.
Yeah.
He did a little dribble.
Oh yeah.
Hold
in
on.
the box,
No.
He did a little dribble and everyone went, that's the old Gareth Bale.
No. I'm not saying.
One passage of play
Well, no, I'm just saying.
doesn't is not worth fucking
we won 3-0,
600
so
grand
Oh,
a week.
no. All right, stop getting so defensive. First of all I'm saying is,
So defensive.
one, you're saying he's sitting on his ass for years, and then, okay, then you're in completely informed City team, and
Well, he did one little dribble.
past
And the keeper saved it.
past 3 players. Yeah, and it was. But,
So he did a 10-second passage of play.
well, no. So what he did was
That's what he was charged.
sat,
Yes. He
sat
did.
on his ass for 6 years.
And charged up for those 10 seconds.
Charge, and then still proved that he has just as fast as feet or faster feet than
Brilliant.
anyone.
Yeah.
Fast
but
feet, brilliant.
Faster. Feet.
Gareth Bale doesn't like playing football.
No, not right now. He looks like he's
done. His agent,
he's
okay.
not done. What you said this?
He's not done talent-wise. He's done mentally. He doesn't give a shit
Why?
about football.
Just keep letting him produce.
He'll play another
These
4.
moments.
He'll play another 4 games for Tottenham and he'll fall off. And also, I think Mourinho. How weird is it that after Mourinho's come out, so Bale came out and said great training session, and Mourinho literally came out and called him out and said no, it wasn't a great training session. He was shit. He didn't really do much, like to the public. Right after that, he starts playing well.
Well, what if? All right, Bale's something's just clicked with him, and he's gone. Holy shit! Like, and he has done
I
something.
would like
that.
nothing more than to see Gareth Bale be Gareth Bale.
Yeah,
And
Honestly.
he's been having little like
he has. Yeah,
flitters.
but I don't trust
Flutters.
that. I don't trust that. That's gonna continue.
No, look, well,
His loan's up at the end of the season.
well, look, he come on
he's
on
not
against
going back
City,
to
did
Madrid.
okay. He come on
They're
against
paying his
West Ham,
contract.
did okay. He's been nicking a couple of goals in the Thursday games, whatever you call them again.
All right.
What Man United playing?
All right, yeah.
Thursday games. He's been nicking a couple of goals. And I must admit, they played Wednesday, didn't he, this week? So
All I'm saying is, do not underestimate him.
no, I believe there's still a footballer there, but does he?
No, that's my point.
I mean, can someone do this that doesn't want to play football?
Yeah, because he's got the natural raw ability.
This isn't natural. This is we've seen. I mean, it's the same.
You'll find out when Wales play. Because he shows passion when he plays for his country.
I mean, in my opinion, he comes on, and when he's on the pitch, he does something.
But
that
obviously,
you
he's
go,
not,
oh
yeah,
wow.
but obviously he's not showing anything in training to start the game, is he?
Maybe not.
Why is his manager, like your little Tommy Tuchel, not playing what you think is the best fullback in the world? There must be something not happening.
Reason I'm bringing it up baffles me.
Gareth Bale's
Completely
agent too.
baffles
Just to. I mean, agents can be full of shit, obviously, but he's come out and said Gareth is at the end of his career. Just curious.
Maybe he's trying to liven him up then.
Yeah.
Do you really think so? I think the agent.
No, agents don't do that.
No.
But I'm trying to find a way for him, you know?
Couldn't see the agent trying to liven him up like that.
Well,
But look,
why not?
Is he
Why
is he
not?
going to be a bit part then, Con? Could he last 90 minutes and be Gareth Bale, or is he now bring him on and he'll show a couple of little flashes?
Well,
because that's a bit
that
Ronaldo now, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's 36, 37.
But Bale plays like a man who's 36, 37.
No, Bale plays like someone that's been fucked over for the last 5 years of football.
I don't.
But has he been fucked over, or has he fucked football over?
He's been fucked over. He went to Madrid.
He wouldn't move because nobody could afford his wages, and he was happy sitting on his 600 grand a week rather than playing football.
I think
rather than taking 300 grand a week
I think
and playing football.
Well, no, I think
That's what I'm saying.
years into Madrid, his opinion changed about, you get fucked over for so long. He's kind of like, oh, you know what? Maybe I will bleed the club, or I'll try to bleed the club a little bit.
I don't believe he's that type of person. I just think after winning Champions Leagues, maybe it's like, who cares now? I'll just take me 600 grand a week. Who cares now? I've done it all.
And he's got to go back at the end of the loan spell. I also read Madrid are paying half his salary still.
Well, that's a deal for them.
The broke club.
But that's a deal for them. That's a deal for them.
They're basically paying $300,000 a week for Gareth Bale to play for Tottenham.
It's better than paying 600 for him to sit on his ass.
Or to get game time in and go.
They're not going to use him again.
I don't.
Unless Zidane goes and somebody else comes in.
All I'm saying is Mourinho, who he is, Bergwijn, or however you say his name, and Ndombele, Son, Lucas, Harry Kane, and Gareth Bale.
And Tottenham sitting where?
No, I'm saying that's
sitting where, 8th?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine to say.
They're sitting 8th?
Yeah, that's fine to say where they are in the league. That is a force to reckon with. That is and if
on
you
paper, yeah.
Well, no, because they all.
The night.
They all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They all perform. All those players perform when they play.
Not this season.
They aren't all playing together. Lucas isn't playing.
Lucas is playing.
He comes on and he comes.
No, he's been playing, mate.
He scored against West Ham.
Yeah, lately.
Lamela's been playing.
No, yeah, that's my point. Lamela's one of those players, world-class players as well. And Ndombele plays like and Ndombele's amazing.
Yeah,
Bergwijn's
looks good,
looking amazing. You know, like Tottenham could be.
Tottenham. Okay, Tottenham.
Tottenham are better than Atletico Madrid.
Tottenham will win. They'll win the Europa League this season. I put money on it.
If they don't,
because they've got that Atletico Madrid mentality.
Yeah.
About don't concede, don't concede, don't concede.
Right.
And then get one.
But it's not Atletico Madrid mentality. It's Jose Mourinho. It's just that's him. I'm surprised Jose Mourinho hasn't managed Atletico Madrid. That would be the perfect.
No, Simeone's been.
He was talking about he's been on and off leaving though for the last few years. So, I mean, I don't know. Would he go to Atletico though? He's been Real Madrid. Like
Simeone's going to go back to Argentina as a hero for some reason.
All right. Well, I think that's a good way to end it. We've argued about every point I've got on here. So,
and I think we're getting drunk
a little bit. So hopefully the listeners are too, because I've heard a lot of listeners write in and say they like having a pint with us. So
happy days.
If you're listening to this and you don't have a beer in your hand, maybe try that out, because apparently it makes it a lot more entertaining. Yeah, having a drink while we're drinking.
My rambling actually makes sense if you're drunk.
Except the Reece James bit.
It's like beer goggles for your ears. All right, guys. Well,
all right, chaps.
If you're listening, make sure to give us a like on all the socials and all that. Subscribe to our YouTube. We've got the videos that come out every week of the episode. We also post all our clips on there. Connor clips out clips from the episodes. The shit that we think is interesting, and he puts it on, and we put it on YouTube. Why are you telling
them that I do it?
I want to make them think you're doing something. You're not just sitting there looking at Reece James all week.
Yeah, I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm only cut out. Now that you've said it, I'm only going to cut out me talking about.
Connor just has a poster of Reece James on his wall, and he just sits there staring at it until the episode.
Don't ask me to retweet it then.
Yeah.
So I'll just ask Reece James.
All right, guys. All right, guys.
How much did you pay for him and sell him for? But it's not worth as much as me.
Didn't he come through the...
He's the best.
Did he come through the academy?
Yeah, he did.
All right, guys. Make sure to go to 5pintin.com. Sign up for the email list as well. We send you emails every week. And yeah, go check out the shirts.
Send a question. Huh? Send a question if you want.
Yeah, send a question, definitely.
Yeah.
Send a question on Twitter,
We're
Facebook,
tired of talking
Instagram.
to each other.
Yeah, or email a question to 5pintin@gmail.com. If you have a question for Ian about anything, about his record-breaking signing from Bournemouth to... City.
Or if you want to know Phil Foden facts or Reece James facts, then ask us.
All interesting stuff.
Yeah. All right, guys. Man. Good having a beer. Talk to you next time.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.